Alrighty, hey, I'm here by the bantam nest, and I noticed something yesterday, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought I would do a little video of this. So we have this nesting box here in the equipment shed, and I have probably a dozen chickens, with probably at least half of those are bantams, and that live here kind of and roost in here at least. The rest of the day they can be here in the barn, or they might be out in the pastures running around with the sheep. But anyhow, I had a white banty that got broody, and so I had and there was a plastic egg, and she was sitting on a plastic egg for like one day, and I decided, well, my long-term plans, last year I bought a bunch of chicks at Tractor Supply, and that went well. They grew, they did really well. I sold a few. Then I needed to get them moved out, and I wanted to put them out back at the chicken shed and let them run around and with the sheep. And I did that, and it seemed to be going well until about a week into it. And then some of those chicks started dying. And, it was like, wow, man, as I lost more and more of them, it was like, this was a losing proposition. And so I started doing some research on it to try to figure out what the world is going on here. And I eventually realized that it was an internal parasite, probably coccidosis, I believe it's called. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but because all my established chickens were fine, they weren't dying off. And through the research, I realized that's probably what it was. I had, I don't know, 8, 10 of them that made it, that built up the resistance and made it through that. And so from that experience, I decided I don't want to buy chicks anymore. I just as soon let hens hatch them out, get broody, hatch out our own chicks, and then my understanding is they'll probably become more resistant to that internal parasite. So I've been watching for a broody hen, and I finally got one, but she's laying on a plastic egg, so that's not going to hatch out any chicks. So I took some of my regular eggs, my full-size eggs, and put 5 of them under her. And that seemed, that she stayed with them then, and I had checked a day or two later, and there were still 5 eggs under her, plus 1 little plastic egg. And so I thought, okay, that has stopped the rest of those chickens from laying eggs in there. So I kind of forgot about it. And was that, yeah, yesterday, I'm sorry, yesterday when I went and I fed the chickens, she came out to get some food. And so I went to get in there, and here the gray bantam was in there. So I thought, okay, so they're tag teaming on this nest. They're each taking turns, maybe. I'd never seen that. I don't know if that's possible or not. Well, when I came in this morning, they're both sitting on eggs. So I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But I thought, oh, that's interesting. I don't know if that's usual either. I know last year, the bantam that hatched out, I don't know, 6 or 7 chicks, the rest of the chickens kept laying in on top of her nest, and I didn't do anything about that. I just left it go. And so then the pigs got a feast of rotten eggs and of ones that had partially become embryos. But anyhow, I don't know. I don't remember where I was going. I'm lost in my thoughts. Well, at this age, that happens a whole lot more than it used to, that's for sure. So anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera around on this. I'll stop it, I'll turn around, and we will look in there. Hey there. How many eggs you guys have under you, huh? Can we look? We're friends, aren't we? You won't peck me too bad, will you? Yeah, you're both broody, aren't you? Let's see. Okay, you have about 4. And you have 1 plastic and 1 real egg. Oh boy. Maybe I should put some more eggs under you guys. I don't know. You know, if they're too far apart in time, now that they've been laying on them, they'll give up on the hatching before they hatch, I'm afraid. But very interesting. And I don't know. No, these will not. They're not mother and daughter. I guess they're just friends. Anyhow, it's interesting. Leave me a comment. Are is this something that happens very often? Do you guys, anybody know anything about this where multiple chickens will brood together? Anyhow, thanks for watching. Blessings. Bye.